Hello, Namaste. My name is Hariharan Iyer, motivational speaker, corporate trainer, internationally certified trainer, Reiki Grandmaster and author. Today I'm going to talk to you about how leaders can add value. We constantly keep telling that you have to add value to your people. So how do you actually do that? So what I've done is I've taken the word value itself as a model, and let's look at each of those alphabets within value, VALUE, and understand how you can add value to your team members. V is you got to fill a void. When a team member comes to you with a problem, you should be able to help the team member solve the problem. You should be either be able to give some ideas, some directions around it, or use the coaching methodology and help the team member arrive at a solution and understand his problem and define the problem in a proper manner. So a leader's job is to fill the void in the lives of his or her team members. A stands for attitude. A leader must role model the right kind of attitude. After all, a team is a reflection of the leader. So the way you are is how your team is also going to respond to you. And a leader who has a bad attitude will obviously, that same quality will rub off on the team members. Haven't we heard this so many times? People join organizations but leave their managers, and very often it's got to do with the bad attitude of the managers. L is for learning. I don't have time to learn is one of the most ridiculous excuses that I have heard in my life. If you don't have the time to learn, you're just telling yourself that I don't have the time to grow. It is even worse for a leader to say that my team members are too busy doing their work and they don't have time to learn. I cannot spare them for training programs. If you don't allow your team members to learn, how will they earn? And earn not only in terms of money, in terms of knowledge, in terms of skills, in terms of being able to get direction for their own careers. A good leader is somebody who's able to create constant learning opportunities for his or her team members. Now, when I say learning opportunities, it's not just about allocating a training program for them, either on a self-learning mode or putting them in a classroom and getting them trained on something. Every conversation that a leader has must be learning oriented. There should be a takeaway for the team member. You are their first teacher. U is for understanding. So I connect this to another word, which is empathy. Empathy is your ability to look at somebody's problems from his or her position. And this is very different from sympathy. Sympathy is self-pity. However, what people are really looking forward to in life from their managers especially is empathy, a sense of understanding of what he or she is going through. Sometimes leaders can come across as very insensitive. They are also human beings. Understandable, sometimes they're under certain kind of pressure. But then a good leader is somebody who's able to absorb the pressure and not just keep giving it to his team members. So display a lot of empathy, display a lot of understanding. Create transparency and comfort in the relationship that you share with your team members, that they feel free and they feel very easy to come and talk to you, and there is no barrier between you and them. They feel very comfortable coming and sharing with you what they are undergoing, and they have the confidence that somewhere by sharing with you itself will lighten their burden, and you'll be able to probably give them some solutions around their problems. And the last is E, excellence. What's the primary job of a leader? The primary job of a leader is to display, demonstrate, derive, and drive excellence. You got to display it, you got to demonstrate it, you have to derive it, and you have to drive excellence, the 4 Ds. Excellence is nothing but consistency of excellent performance, of great performance. And a team is known, and even an individual is known by the consistency of great performance. And a leader's job really is to ensure that there is consistency in performance and there is a drive towards excellence. There is an asking for excellence, there is a demanding for excellence, there is a display of excellence, there is a demonstration of excellence. and there is a derivation of excellence. You create an excellence culture within your team, and that's really the fundamental job of a leader. So value, how can you add value? You fill a void, you demonstrate the right kind of attitude, you role model attitude, you create learning opportunities for your team members, you display great understanding and empathy, and you drive and set a culture of excellence. Hope you got some value out of this video, and I look forward to connecting you again with some more learnings. Thank you very much.